being non-binary is so crazy because your brain was like, gender, question mark, and then your brain was also like, no, heart emoji. And then also, for someone who doesn't have a gender, you sure think about gender a lot. It's...
Okay. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Now that's one thing I've noticed about most of the people that we see in these videos is that the majority of problems they have in their lives tend to be self-induced. For example, the young lady we just heard from said that being non-binary is so crazy. Then she went through a range of emotions where she whacked herself in the head and twitched a few times. But she's the one that chose the non-binary life, right? Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a quick and crazy clown world update for you guys today, and as usual, we have no time to waste. So let's get into it. Have you place your attention on the screen for a moment? So here we have a post from a subreddit called Transpassing. This person, who is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman, posted this photo. The caption says, "What hairstyle would help to feminize my face? Parentheses, trans woman." What?
You know, you've always been real big on telling me that my face doesn't matter, but it does, doesn't it?
All right, let's keep it moving with everybody's favorite Trump deranged celebrity, Rosie O'Donnell. Now, a couple of things I noticed right away about this clip is, first of all, if she hates Trump so much, why is she watching and listening to him? And secondly, these people don't have a leg to stand on when talking about forming coherent sentences after they just shilled for Joe Biden for the past 4 years. Roll it.
Are you watching this moron speak? Can he form a coherent sentence? He is the worst thing that ever happened. Period. And he's just babbling like an incoherent asshole. He's like Dr. Doom. He's the worst thing. Oh, you know what? He just lies, lies, lies. I am done with Donald Trump. Let's be done with Donald, okay? Done with Donald.
Shut the f*** up, okay? Shut the f*** up!
And joining Rosie as a Hollywood has-been, Goonies actor Sean Astin. One of my favorite movies growing up. Now, I don't know if Sean Astin suffers from TDS, also known as Trump derangement syndrome, or if he's just out here shilling for Chlamydia Harris, but this is pathetic. Roll it.
Hey everybody, good morning. Here I am in downtown Chicago at the corner of East Grand and West Grand. And I just decided that I need to get out and start campaigning for Kamala Harris for president. I got back from overseas yesterday and I was gonna head home and be with my beautiful wife and my gorgeous children. And then I remembered that I fashioned myself some sort of a leader, at least in my own mind. And the only kind of leadership that means anything anymore is leadership by example. So I'm going to head over to Indiana, my old stomping ground, where Christine, my wife, where she's from, and where I've spent so much time. And did you know that it shares a border with Michigan? Interesting. Stay tuned.
What the hell did you just say?
I just decided that I need to get out and start campaigning for Kamala Harris for president.
Man, you are one pathetic loser. No offense.
Well, if you grew up when I did, we all wanted to be Goonies just like Sean Astin when we were kids. And this is who he will be campaigning for. Roll it.
And there's no sound or film.
There is nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's
So
all there
for
is
all of
to
us who
it.
are used to,
Every morning
filling our tank, you usually can smell it and you can hear it. You can hear the guzzling sound.
Right.
None of that.
None of that.
So how do I know it's actually working?
It is.
You must have got manure for your brains.
You've shit for brains.
Now, it was pretty clear after watching that clip that Carmelo Harris has probably never filled a vehicle up with gas, and as she tries to force us all to switch over to electric vehicles, she knows absolutely nothing about them. And what was up with the mask? Anyway, next up, here we have this individual singing Shania Twain's Man, I Feel Like a Woman, and just a heads up, you may want to turn your volume down a little. Roll it.
This one's a really quick one from my youth. Let's go, girls. It's got these really nice bluesy riffs on the accordion. No inhibitions, make no conditions, get a little out of line. I grew up listening to the radio in the 90s. I had one of those old school tape decks with an inbuilt radio. I'm actually really excited to be seeing Shania Twain with my mum before tour. Oh, got totally crazy. Get on my lady. Man, short skirts. Oh, really go wild, yeah, and do it in style. Oh, get the action. Feel the attraction. Color my hair, do what I dare. Oh, wanna be free and feel the way I feel. Shut the up!
All right, next up we have this individual who is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman and calls himself a lesbian, but that's not relevant. Here he says his gender is the least concerning thing about his entire being, and we should be concerned that he's serving straight mouth. Notice the hammer and sickle jersey. Roll it.
My gender is the least concerning thing about my entire being. Stop calling me a man. You should hate me because I'm serving straight mouth.
Hey, this guy's a commie!
Now, I am of the belief that we are at the end stages of a dying empire, and I know, some people don't think that's true, and some people actually get upset when I say that, but the proof is in the pudding. For example, roll it.
Does mommy want to change my poopy diaper? Please, mommy, I took a poopy.
Okay.
What the f*** was that?
Hey, real quick before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen. Like I said, the end stages of a dying empire. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by our great friend Kota320. Kota320 once again, and as always, sir, thank you so much for your kindness, generosity, and support. It is always greatly appreciated. And I know I say this every time he sponsors a video, but it's the truth. Kota320 is one of those people that keeps my faith in humanity alive. And also, today's honorable mention goes to Pastor Bob Rogers, who left a super thanks on yesterday's video. So, Pastor Bob, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. So, once again, today's video sponsor is our great friend Kota320, with the honorable mention going to Pastor Bob Rogers. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. All right, I don't even know what the hell this is. Get this off the screen, please. Oof.
Look at me, I'm a big fat slob!
Now, every once in a while, I like to throw in a voice of reason amongst all the insanity to let us know that we're not alone. And I'm sure most of you, like me, are scratching your heads wondering how millions of people are going to vote for Chlamydia Harris when she's literally part of the ticket that's doing all the damage to the country right now. Well, this fella has the same question. Roll it.
Does anybody else feel like we're in the Twilight Zone with this whole Kamala Harris thing? Like this is a bad episode of Punk'd, and we're just waiting for Ashton Kutcher to come hopping out of a bush somewhere?
It's probably Ashton Kolchak right now telling us we've been punked or whatever.
Do these people not realize that she is currently the VP? She's part of this administration, which is what we've been living for the last 3.5 years. Yet when you try to ask them, what do you think she's going to do? differently than what we've experienced the last 3.5 years. They don't have a single answer. This one guy I was talking to the other day was like, well, she's going to put things in place to get inflation back where it needs to be and boost the economy. What? These people are so far checked out of reality, it blows the mind. She could have already done that. She's had 3.5 years to do exactly that. And you honestly think she's just going to pull the answers out of her ass all of a sudden because you nominated her president? She had all the answers, she just didn't bother to tell anybody? Is that what you're saying? Please help us understand.
Wait a minute. That's the smartest thing I've ever heard anyone say about anything.
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip of Nancy Pelosi being interviewed by this fella. I don't know who the hell he is, but that's neither here nor there. Let me set this up real quick. So Nancy Pelosi is a dinosaur who has enriched herself off American taxpayer dollars and insider trading to the tune of, $100 million? And she wants us to believe that Donald Trump and Elon Musk are the bad guys? Anyway, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
Who in your book is a greater threat to American democracy, Elon Musk or Donald Trump?
Oh, Donald Trump, without any question. I mean, Elon Musk, strange. Donald Trump, very, very, very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Do you think the American system, as devised by the Founding Fathers more than 200 years ago, is broken?
Our founders may have suspected that there could be a rogue president, hence they wrote impeachment into the Constitution. They didn't foresee that it would be a rogue president and a rogue Senate and a rogue Supreme Court, unfortunately.
Okay.
And so we have to deal with that. And the way to deal with it is to win the election and to win significantly.
Oh, shut up, silly woman.
And you ain't black.